We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, we the stars in the D. You know where we at, that's AT&T. Holding your dub, pulling up real deep. It's game time, baby, like we gon' eat. Like bring out the next top, we for Prescott. Defense strong, ain't stopping us. Making they necks pop, even our mascot clean. That's why they knocking us. Like ooh, our team the truth. Even in Cali, they ripping us too. NFL's dream, America's team. Stepping the scene wherever we gleam. Ayy, rocking that throwback, Cowboys on hold back. We push forward, don't fall back. Haters, they know that we the best, no cap. We stay down like fall flat. Win or lose, we don't pick and choose. We stay loyal to the gang squad. Pick a crew, we got plenty too. Everybody throwing stars up. Ayy, that's all day. Sunday pray, then we play. Blue and gray, only way. We got team, that's what I say. We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. A-South Texas like puro Cowboys. East Texas like puro Cowboys. West Texas like puro Cowboys. Austin and San Antonio, puro Cowboys. New Mexico and Arizona, puro Cowboys. Arkansas and Oklahoma, puro Cowboys. Mexico City like puro Cowboys. En Monterrey dicen puro Cowboys. A Rowdy Nation like puro Cowboys. Cowboys Nation like puro Cowboys. Cowboy like family, puro Cowboys. Even Raymond Norta, puro Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys.
Yay. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. First off, let me know, can you hear me? We're in the studio here today, so we're trying something a little different. But BG's going to put you up on some cap game. So welcome everybody to the show here today. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. I see everybody tapping in already. My man Mike Rock said he'll officially be known as the Gym Rat. So shout out to the green badges that's tapping in. Shout out to them Gym Rats like my guy Mike Rock, always leading from the front. I know you literally are in the gym and figuratively speaking to as well here. So we appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that down in Corpus Christi. I see my green badges are tapping in loud and clear, or in the veterans terms or the phonetic alphabet, we would say Lima Charlie, right? Loud and clear, Lima Charlie. Thank you, Caitlin down there at Corpus Christi. Shout out to all of the veterans here today as we put you up on some cap game. How many of y'all have seen the posts or the videos of me showing you all of the different colors of the cowboy caps, as you can clearly see on the background and on the bottom of this show down there in the corner? Happy Monday, Kelly. We appreciate you tapping in from DC Nation. We see you out there. I know Kelly got a strong cap game out there too as well. She got that Dallas Cowboy Pro Shop hat plug cap game. I see you out there, girl. Troy says, I'm getting mine Thursday. He talking about his green badge. I hear you, Troy, baby. Keep staying in the gym. You're already getting your gym rat status up. Like my man Mike Rock, he said he gonna be officially known as the gym rat. So all my green badges that are tapping in here, you know what I'm talking about. We've already covered this here. So shout out to the green badges that are tapping in here today, supporting this content. Without your support, this content wouldn't be available. And speaking of which, the reason why I know about this place is a few years ago, one of my followers here named Alicia Menendez, who lives in Puyallup, Washington, told me about MyHatStop when I was posting some different hats and things that I was buying at the malls locally here. And I had never been there before. And once I ventured up there, it's became a place I can't stay out of. And so I'm sharing it all with y'all here today. I've been posting the videos, posting all of the different reels, all of the different photos. As you see the photo that's pinned at the top, the entire wall there of cowboy hats, those are all fitted hats. So I'm sharing that with y'all here today. Thank you to my first order going out into Hawaii already. So shout out to my guy. He's a follower here. Let me make sure I say his name right. Kiali Aimoana Kiola. So shout out to the Kiolas out there in Hawaii in the Big Islands. So he made his first order there on the page. So I'm going to tell y'all how you can get your orders in. If you got questions, but just wanted to put that out there. Thank you, Alicia Menendez, for sharing MyHatStop with me. It's located up here in Federal Way. As you can see, I have their official site up. No, I'm not paid by them. This is not a paid advertisement by BG. This is simply me sharing with y'all where I go shop at. And now I want to make sure those that are able to purchase can do so because they don't have all these cowboy hats on their website yet. And so I've been tracking that with them and want to make sure that you're aware of that. So a lot of these hats you see, you're not going to be able to find anywhere else like at Lids or these different other hat stores that are in the mall. But we're going to be covering that here today. As you can see, right there is the official website. So shout out to my girl, Alicia Menendez, who's a follower here. Like I said, in Puyallup. If it wasn't for her, wouldn't even know about this place. And that's how we get our network on up here in the Pacific Northwest. So good morning to everybody. It is 11:07, you know, on the West Coast. And we're talking about how to improve your cap game today with MyHatStop. Cuz says my B-Day next month. Hint, hint. I already know, baby. I think you want that cream one that's in the back, right? So shout out to everybody that's been already commenting on all of the posts and everything. And then, by the way, we're live on multiple platforms here today. So shout out to the Built Different group on Facebook. All of the green badges here on Facebook. Y'all know we are live here. So thank you. We're also live in our Cowboy Cousins secret group over there. That is for all of the green badges. We have our own group over there. You know, once you become a supporter, Facebook puts you in there. Once you cancel or whatever, something happens, then they remove you out of there. So I'm not in control of that. So shout out to everybody in the Cowboy Cousins secret group. We're also live on YouTube where my guy Mike Rock is tapped in from it. Also, we got Heartland Cowboys fan says, just got a new gold chain necklace, Cowboys. That's what's up, baby. So shout out to all of the YouTubers rocking over there with us. We're not live as much on YouTube. We're sharing a lot more shorts, which are the Reels equivalent here for Facebook. And so shout out to all of the new subs over there. We appreciate everybody rocking with us today on YouTube in this broadcast. And then also on Twitter, y'all know I got about 28 followers over there on Twitter. I really don't do much on Twitter. I looked at Des Bryant's tweet the other day. We talked about that on Twitter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just scroll back. But shout out to all my 28 followers on Twitter. We're live there too as well. So shout out to everybody rocking with us on the platform today. And as always, we wouldn't have a show without a Facebook user tapping in here. So thank you. Make sure you go register with StreamYard if this is your first time up on the broadcast here with us, especially. But shout out to Facebook user tapping in from Alaska. I don't know. That's probably my guy, RC Woodson up there. Go register with StreamYard if that's for you. But Mike says now he switched back over to Facebook's. Oh, my man Mike Rock is getting it in on multiple sets on y'all. Y'all don't understand what my guy Mike Rock is doing right about now. He's showing out right about now. Yeah, you showing out. Like, see, you started out on YouTube. You ain't got your reps in. Now you over here on Facebook getting your reps in. But that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's how we going to make this content grow. So green badges, you know what time it is. If you are in the job or if you are in the gym, you know your job. Get on that share bar. Share this content. Let's help this content grow here today. Let's help this conversation grow as this can benefit everybody. Like I said, shout out to my first order out the door to Hawaii. We got some other people in the inbox too as well. So if you have questions, you want to do business, do me a favor and DM me. That way we can keep it official there and track everything that's going. I'll explain to you everything that's going on, why you may see a price tag on the cap and you say, well, why are you charging us this much if we see the price tag is this much? So like I said, it's not on their website yet, but we're going to get over to that. So shout out to everybody rolling with us. I want to make sure I get all your questions answered today. I'm a hat connoisseur, y'all. Like when it comes to this cowboy hat game. And like what I like to do is I like to try to find those hard to get hats. And I think a lot of this stems back from, so shout out to all of my veterans. You know, I'm retired military out here. We wear a lot of caps, hats, covers in the military, right? And I really didn't have a strong hat game in terms of sports or anything like that while I was in the military, because I had so many hats I wore while I was in, if you follow what I'm saying. But after retirement, you know, I got this job with Comcast, and, you know, I was out selling cable door to door, believe it or not. I almost did that for 3 years. Some of y'all that have been following me for a while knew the character Comcast Cowboy, how that came about. But if you ever remembered or noticed, I always had a red cap on. It said Comcast or Xfinity on the top, right? Well, there was a reason why I wore that. And now there's a reason why I'm sharing with y'all my hat game when it comes to the Dallas Cowboy hats, because that's how you can set yourself apart when it comes to your hat game. A lot of folks shop at the same places. There's a lot of different places you can shop online, but I guarantee you, MyHatStop here that I'm sharing with you today, you're not going to be able to get these hats at any of your other local locations. You may be able to find them here and there on some different spots or whatnot. You may be able to find them on the internet. But most importantly, you're going to be supporting a local business up here. I've been doing business with MyHatStop here for quite some time. Matter of fact, a lot of the Green Badge supporters that support the content here have won said caps from MyHatStop over there. So shout out to everybody that's won those prizes. We appreciate everybody that's been engaging with the content here today. So going back to the hat game, like, why did I wear that red hat? Well, red hats weren't popular at one particular point, right? Everybody can agree. But based on where I was working at, I knew my audience. So that red hat actually did me a favor and helped me get some business. So it helped me stand out. It helped me wear my uniform during the day. And as I became known as the Comcast Cowboy out there in Gig Harbor, Washington, you know what I mean? That's what set me apart. I remember they have a Facebook group out there in their local community, and they were asking questions. Later, I found out after I had done some business with a particular customer, and they shared with me on the Facebook group. They said, hey, who's this guy walking around with an Xfinity hat knocking on people's doors? Is he legit? But that's kind of my hat story and how I got that. So if you follow me, you knew about Comcast Cowboy, you knew what that was all about. But when it came to MyHatStop, I found these hats up here that nobody else had. And I wanted to make sure and share those with y'all. But a lot of y'all have seen the photos that I have put up as I get some of these hats out here that I've got already from there. You've seen some photos, you've seen some reels that I put up there. And during the month of June, we're going to be giving out a lot of these to some supporters. There are going to be some supporter prizes. As you can see, you got the country fitted. So a lot of folks don't like those flat bill hats. I know I've gotten some great feedback from everybody that's tapped in here today. You don't like the flat bill caps. I get that. Not everybody's a flat bill type of cap. You know what I mean? So these are those curved bills, but these are the snapbacks too. You know, the hunting, fishing type. You've seen the reel. You know what I'm talking about. Then we got the state of Texas. This is also a snapback. So all of the photos in that photo that's on the timeline are fitted, but they do have some various snapbacks. And like I said, I've showed y'all this one here, the all 32 NFL. This is fitted rather. And then shout out to my guy, RC Woodson in Alaska. He just purchased this also. So matter of fact, him and my guy, Hawaii and Alaska, the two first purchases. So shout out to my guy, Green Badge, RC Woodson. This is his 7 1/4, all purple fitted, 55 shipped out the door, baby. That's how we're doing it over there at MyHatStop. So if you want to see the official link, you can see it. That's right there on the side. But that's where I go and I shop. Matter of fact, if you see this sweatshirt that I got on, this hoodie, you know what I mean? I bought that hoodie there. They've got, matter of fact, I gave a Jason Witten jersey away here. I think King Sharon, shout out to my guy, King Sharon, Green Badge supporter. I believe he wore that Jason. He won the Jason Witten Salute to Service jersey that we gave here. So a lot of different merchandise from up there. They got more than hats. And they've also got all other 31 NFL teams. As I know there's some fans that follow the pages, especially on Facebook and on YouTube here, that aren't fans of the Dallas Cowboys. And that's cool. If you're a Pacific Northwest provider, you know, a Pacific Northwest fan up here, of a fan of the other 31, you can inbox me. Feel free. I can check out those other 31 NFL caps for you. They got a great selection. This is just one selection. I'm telling you, they have thousands of caps in here in this store. And I believe that's why they don't have them up on their website yet. So I'm doing everybody a favor here. So you say, well, I seen the video, BG, and I noticed that the price tag said $35, but you're telling us it's $55 shipped out the door. Well, let me just answer that question for you right out the gate, and that way you understand. There's a travel cost from to and from. This place is located about 30 minutes from where I reside. So there's a travel cost, then there's a shipping cost. So chances are really not making that much of a profit unless you have a bulk order. So this is not a BG try to get rich scheme on MyHatStop. This is me sharing with y'all basically where I shop at, and that way you can get your hard to get cowboy hats too as well, because I've had many people hit me up since I've shared this content out there going back a couple of months that, hey, I want to get this hat, I want to get that hat, I want to get this hat. So now what we're going to do by this is open this up for everybody. If you have questions, put them in the comments. That way we can get your questions answered today. But that's why if you see 55 shipped, because on average, you know what I mean, shipping still costs a lot if you ship merchandise out there, or if you do any kind of mailing or postage. You understand my pain here, but also the travel cost there too as well. And then what I like to do is collect everybody's orders, and that makes it easier when we do a bulk order, 10 to 15 caps at a time, make one particular run. It becomes great for everybody. Everybody wins, and then you'll get your hat in a timely manner. But like I said, shout out to my first new customers there in Hawaii, and also my supporter out there in Alaska. I think that's pretty cool. Not anybody from any stateside. It's already Hawaii and Alaska. So who's going to be the first in the 50 down here? Oh, shout out to Felicia tapping in. Appreciate that. She says veterans cap. Yeah. You know, they got veterans caps out there. That's why I get, matter of fact, let me get my, hold on. Here are just some of the fitted caps that I've gotten from there. You may have seen me wear this gold fitted brim. So it's got the gold bottom on it. I also like to get the, you know, the caps with the different color bottoms. A lot of y'all been hitting me up about the cowboy hat that has cowboys down at the bottom. That's a total different provider. You got to go to proimagesports.com if you want to get that hat that says the Cowboys in the bottom, you know, that y'all see me wear here. You got to go to proimagesports.com. I also shop there. They're in your local malls. They're big stores out here in the Pacific Northwest. But yeah, here's that veterans cap that you're talking about right there, Felicia. One of my Facebook users tapping in there says, your price is fair. I appreciate that. Like I said, BG's not trying to, you know what I mean, turn a profit off of our followers here, off our supporters or anything like that. Bulk orders will matter. That's why I wanted to come out and do this official video today and make sure and show you some of the product, give you some of my experience with them. Like this all red, this is fitted. Now this red runs for $50 off the rack. So if you may have seen the video of the Cowboy Joe turquoise blue going around with the Cowboys, it's fitted and all of that, right? That's $50 off the rack too. So if they're $50 off the rack, it's going to be $75 to ship. And we'll have to negotiate that through that basic DM. So like I said, if you got questions, hit me up with a DM. We'll keep all of the business there. I don't want to do the business in the comment section of the post. So if you see the post and you see me say, hey, go to the DM. If you go to the DM, I'm going to take you serious. But also got this red and black cap here. Red bottom. So all of the different various colors. Y'all seen me wear this here before. This is also the military, but it's that snow camo with the snow camo on the bottom. Even my guy who's a LA Charger supporter there. Shout out to our guy, Tomas Carrasco, right there. First NFL fan of the other 31 NFL teams to support BDG content here. So give it up, y'all, for the Charger fan. He's hanging out with Cowboy fans over here. He knows how to get his win on. And then I got this green one here with the leopard reptile. Matter of fact, I think one of my supporters that won this here with the green bottoms there. So those are some of the caps that I've purchased from there. But like I said, I've got the official link over there in the comment section, or I'm talking about the official link is right there. It's on the page. All you got to do is go to MyHatStop. Matter of fact, I'll just share the link with you here in the comment section. But if you got questions, go ahead and shoot away. I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of this. So if you see the content going up here, you know it's legit. I like to deal in either Cash App or PayPal, preferably. So if you don't have Cash App or PayPal, just DM me. We'll try to figure something out. Those are the preferable ways to exchange there. That way we can get it shipped to you. But I shared the official link for the website there. They don't have much of these hats on there because if they did, they'd be where you could purchase and they ship. Let me tell you something. MyHatStop turns over. They turn hats over out there hand over fist. Like we're in baseball season right now. If you understand the type of Seattle Mariner baseball cap fans that they have out here, they got tons of Mariner caps. So if you're a Mariner fan, oh, you just hit jackpot. Like they're starting to put jewelry on caps and doing different things now. So, you know, they got a big market out here. The Cowboys is just one size, and I've captured that here for y'all. And I want to make sure y'all have access to it until they get it up on their website, and then we'll move smartly there accordingly, if you feel what I'm saying. Kelly says, HatStop looks similar to my other spot in the DC area. The hats are plenty of Cowboys hats and gear. I'm cool with the owner. He's a Cowboys fan. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're going to have these. I mean, because when I first went in there and I seen all new era, like, you know, I had to do my due diligence. Like, I was like, man, are these legit, first of all? You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a lot of folks out there, like, just like designer bags when it comes to women. I mean, the amount of fakes out there compared to the amount of authentic, it's totally lopsided. So you definitely want to make sure before you share an opportunity with somebody, you want to do your due diligence. So I did that, and then also shared many of those hats that y'all won here. And now we're having them up for sale. I had some of them up in the Facebook shop. Matter of fact, there was a few folks that actually made a few purchases while we had some up on the Facebook shop. I wanted to make sure and kind of test the market to see if some folks are interested. And we know it's the off season now, but now is the time you want to start getting your outfits, your church clothes, and everything ready for the upcoming season. You can start color coordinating, or what I like to say, matchy-matchy. You know, you want to be able to matchy-matchy. But I shared this with my particular viewership over there on officialamericas.com, you know, the only website talking about Dallas Cowboy fans. So if you've been rocking with me for a little while, y'all remember this, helmets and hats with BG. You know, shout out to my guy who actually purchased the purple hat. Like I said, shout out to my guy, RC Woodson. You know, he's also my helmet plug. You know, we also had some helmet raffles. I think one of my supporters out there on the East Coast won the CeeDee Lamb autograph 88 helmet worth about $750. Everybody got into, you know what I mean, a little draw. So, you know, shout out to, I believe it was, what's his name? His name slips in my mind. My supporter out there on the East Coast of New Jersey, he knows who he is. I think he gave it to his son on Christmas. It's his favorite player. So that was a great grab. But shout out to our guy RC up in Alaska. He is a helmet connoisseur. So when we launched helmets and hats with BG, we were doing some things over there in the supporter group. So as you heard me talk about, we're live in the Cowboy Cousins supporter group here today. Do me a favor. Once you become a supporter, once you hit that green badge down below with a heart right there, hit that green badge with a heart, become a supporter. It'll put you in that secret group. Once we get some more interest, we can do another helmet type of deal with our helmet plug out there. So shout out to RC, the helmet plug, also supporting the local business down here in the Pacific Northwest. That's how we do it. Caitlin from Corpus is talking about what the context says. Only legit hat spots we get here in Corpus would be Lids and the Cowboys Pro Shop itself. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for this great segue when you're talking about Lids. I had somebody comment on one of the posts that says, well, why are you charging so much? I can just go to Lids and get those. Well, you can, a few of them, but you're not going to be able to get all of them. Like this cream one you see in the background, or you see that purple one over there in the corner. You know, you're only going to find those at select spots. You're not going to be able to go into Lids and find those fitted. They may even have snapbacks. But speaking of Lids, I actually went into Lids yesterday while we're talking about hats. You know, I told you about the Cowboys hat. If you wanted to get the Cowboys at the bottom, that's proimagesports.com. Let me just put that in the comments for y'all. But speaking of Lids, I made a stop in the Lids yesterday too as well. And I shared that video here. You know, I found these hats here. Lids was having a sale. Look at that, $25 snapback. These were originally priced at $43. So Lids, yeah, you're going to find some nice little genuines like this Stranger Things cap. Y'all see me put up the Stranger Things. Shout out to all my Stranger Things fans out there that actually watch that. But yeah, this is one of those netted snapbacks blue and gray. This was also for $25. So shout out to the guy in Lids yesterday that I seen at the Tacoma Mall who put me back on the premium pass. Normally it's $10 for a year, but he gave it to me for free. So shout out to the guy in there I talked to yesterday. His name slips my mind, but he knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, you're going to find some different caps at Lids and some of the different spots like Pro Image Sports, Just Sports, or your different, your fans, depending on what part of the country you're in. But, there's also places you can go to shop online. But this is where I wanted to share MyHatStop with y'all because they don't have their Cowboy inventory up online yet. I've been talking to them about this for the last 6 to 8 months. They don't have any kind of window because they are moving just too much product out the door. They don't even need a website. That's how much, well, when it comes to Cowboy stuff anyway. But all of the other stuff that they're moving that they do have online, they're moving such mass volume quantity. They ain't even got time to put it online yet, but I'm here to help you if you follow what I'm saying. Kelly says, all I rock with is New Era 59 fitteds. Okay, yeah, everybody has their particular style. Like we talked about the flat bills and the curved bills. Not everybody's with the flat bills. Some people like the curved bills, and that's great. We have all types of those hats up there at MyHatStop. So if there's a particular hat that you're interested in, just screenshot it. Either go to the website or you can look at any of the content that I share here, just screenshot it and send to me. Or if you find it online somewhere, screenshot it and DM it to me. I can see if they have it or if it's comparable. And that way we can get you a hard to find cap for this upcoming season and improve your hat game overall, if you know what I'm saying. Tomas says, ooh, that netted cap 80 style. Yeah, that's the kind this is right here. This is the snapback that I bought up there too as well. This is the New Era. But they only have the curved bills up there. This initially was a flat bill, but I kind of curved it a little bit. They have the curved bill ones up there like this still in MyHatStop, but they don't have this particular one. Matter of fact, this one was on sale on the Facebook page and actually never sold. So, there you have it. And you also see it's on the cover of Helmets and Hats with BG over there. So shout out to all of the supporters, especially on Patreon, that are keeping the site alive over there at officialamericasteam.com. It's the only website talking about Dallas Cowboy fans 365 days a year. We're getting ready to drop the context with Caitlin's story. Matter of fact, she's live with us here today. We appreciate everybody's patience on that on Cowboys Chronicles. We're going to be dropping the context with Caitlin edition. We already dropped the stakeholder with Mike Rock. We already dropped the Keep Growing edition with Bob Riley, Bob the Cannabis Cowboy over there. Shout out to my guy. He's been on vacation. We're going to get this Square Groupers thing back up too as well. And then shout out to Caitlin with the context. We're going to be dropping them. All of them are Patreon supporters. They not only support the content here with a green badge, they also support the Patreon. So shout out to all of the Patreon supporters over there. We're going to be doing a Patreon promo here this month. So if you want to learn more about Patreon, what I'll do is I'll place the link in the comments below. Maybe you'll have a story written about you when it comes next to Cowboy Chronicles. If you got questions, go ahead and throw them up there in the comments. If you want to talk Cowboys, whatever, thank you for joining. Make sure you leave me a comment. If you're just tapping in, we've been talking about how you can improve your hat game here locally. BG is boots on ground, getting some inventory out. They don't have it up on their website yet for a small price increase, for covering mileage and also shipping. We can get your favorite colored hat to you. That way you can rock it this upcoming season. Just grabbing this Patreon link so that way I can throw it in the comment sections for y'all. There you go. We'll drop the Patreon link. So if you're supporting the content, if you're watching us over there on YouTube, please do me a favor, hit that link. Consider supporting the Patreon. We're not monetized on YouTube yet. I got a lot of watch hours still to go. But the short game over there on YouTube is killing it. So shout out to all of the new subscribers that we got over there. We're getting plenty of views. We just need that watch time hour. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you watch the longer than 1 minute videos over there to help me get my watch time up. But in the meantime, you can click that Patreon link in the comment section and learn how to keep the only website up talking about Dallas Cowboy fans 365 days a year. I would love to expand to maybe cover, the other 31 at some point, but we appreciate Tomas here tapping in with us as a Charger fan, cracking the foundation as we aim to be built different over here. So we've been talking hat game with y'all. Y'all got questions, throw them in the comments before we close up. We've been live almost 30 minutes. Y'all know I like to keep my shows to around 30 minutes because y'all know my Dallas Cowboy fan attention span is only about 15 to 20. You got to know your audience, if you know what I'm saying. Weird question, Tomas says. Lost base with NFL news, but I heard a rumor that the Cowboys are trying to get Derrick Henry. Anything here on that? I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to all of my 28 Twitter followers over there on Twitter. You know, Dez a couple of days ago, I think, released a tweet with his idea of Derrick Henry paired with Tony Pollard. It was a dream scenario, so to speak. We did a video of it here live on Facebook, so you can scroll back and check the video if you want to get into the details of it. I shared that via thespun.com. But yeah, I think that was all smoke, if you know what I mean. There's been no talks between the Cowboys and the Titans to date that I know of, at least as of yesterday anyway. And so I think that was all smoke. I think that was Dez floating the idea that, hey, if the Dallas Cowboys got this $20 million in cap space now, they better go out there and get somebody that shows we're going to win now. But yeah, all smoke for right now that I know of. But great question as we segue into some NFL Cowboys talk. If y'all got any questions, throw them up there. Before we get out of the gym here today, do me a favor, green badges, you know the drill. You got to share this. You got to hit that share bar. You can't develop no muscle if you get in the gym and you don't break no sweat. Caden says it was more so Dez Bryant bringing the news to light. Yeah, I think Dez Bryant is getting into the creative space or the creator space, if you know what I mean, and how you latch onto a trend. Shout out to our guy, Micah Parsons, who worked with Bleacher Report. You know, we shared that information. And basically, he said on the video we shared here that he's also a content creator. I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to start competing with our own players when it comes to content. But shout out to Dez. I know what he was doing out there. Tomas says, okay. Yeah, I lost base because my phone broke at work, so I'm 2 weeks behind. Oh, man, you got to hit them notifications, baby. You got to catch back up, man. Good to see you here tapping in as always. Always appreciate your support. Thank you. We know Tomas has been around here for almost a year, I think. So shout out to the other 31 that follow us here. It is okay to support a Cowboys fan. We're not going to talk bad about you till we play you, right, Tomas? We're going to see them Chargers for sure out there at SoFi, so I'm excited about that. We're going to have to maybe bring you up on a show and do something exciting for you if that's the case. Mike Rock's tapping back in over there on YouTube now. See how he's stunting on y'all? He going from platform to platform. He going from weight bench to squat rack on y'all. He getting his reps in. Mike says, love flat bills, and people like the curve bills can curve it themselves. Yeah. You know, everybody got their preference. Everybody got their taste. Everybody got their likes. I get it, man. And I'm telling you, MyHatStop got it all. They got thousands and thousands of caps when you walk in there. They even got the kid caps. They even got the kid caps over there. See, these are kiddie caps, little kid caps. They got little kid snapback hats for the smaller, the youngins. You know what I mean? See this new era, this snapback. They got the kids caps over there too. They got it all. They got knitted caps. They got the ski caps. They got the scarves. They even got some jackets. They got this starter jacket that's in there. And I know it's summertime and it's real hot. You know, and I almost got that jacket yesterday. But let me know. Would you be interested in a starter jacket? They had about $3 Cowboy starter jackets in there. And I was like, ooh, we might need to run a contest or two on a starter jacket. But let me know because they got all kinds of stuff up in MyHatStop. So if you're in Pacific Northwest, I encourage you to go check them out. And if you see something that I post here, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be on their website. So just screenshot it and DM to me if you have serious questions. Shout out to my first customers, like I said, RC Woodson up in Alaska. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Keola. I'm going to just keep it simple. I actually worked with a Keola in the Navy. So shout out to all of the Keolas out there down there in the Big Island. I want to know who's going to be the first to purchase here on the mainland state side. So hit me with your DMs. Hit me with your questions before we get out of here. We've been talking about how to improve your cap game. I appreciate everybody tuning in here with me on all of the platforms. And I'm surprised somebody ain't even asked no question about what that Ezekiel Elliott jersey is doing back there yet. But, oh, well. Ian Britt says, how much is fitted hat or snapback? Most of the hats I've been sharing here are fitted. Like I said, they're about 35 off the rack, so 55 ship USA. It's gonna cost me more than 55 to ship to my guy out there in Hawaii, but that's cool. You know, most orders I know probably gonna come stateside, so that's on average. And then, like I said, there's a modest fee to and from. So that's the price off the rack. I normally will show you the price tags in the videos, so you see that, so everybody's clear. We want to be 100% transparent as possible. But some of the fitted caps can go anywhere between 35 and 50. I can do some more of, the snapback hats are between 35 and 50 off the rack. So I can do some more content around what they have available my next trip up if you're interested when it comes to the snapbacks. They just didn't have a wide variety that really impressed me when I was there yesterday, but I'll go back and I'll grab some more so that way you can get an idea. But yeah, hope that answers your question there, Ian. Stephen Jones quoted saying possible trades coming. Interesting. First, music to my ears. Thank you for the Facebook user tapping in here. First, music to my ears. I haven't heard anything about that, but maybe Des Bryant knows something we don't know when it comes to King Henry. I don't know. I've been telling y'all we need a power back, and we said the door is still open for Ezekiel Elliott. If you follow Ezekiel Elliott, shout out to my girl Felicia tapping in and talking about Ezekiel Elliott. If you follow Ezekiel Elliott on Instagram, you know he still got his Dallas Cowboy jersey on in his profile pic. All right, Ian, I'm glad I got your questions answered. But for everybody tapping in here for the first time, if you've seen something that you're interested in, if you have questions, like I said, I do all business in the DMs. Make sure you check all of the links in the comment section here today. I've been trying to share with y'all how to improve your hat game this upcoming season. And thanks to Alicia Menendez, one of my loyal followers here about 3 years ago, she told me about MyHatStop. I've been doing business up there for about 1.5 years now, giving away a ton of hats to some of the subscribers here. Now we're opening up the door that any of the followers out here, anybody that would like to do business, if you see something, all you got to do is shoot me a DM and we'll get your questions answered and make sure we get you a product out the door you're going to be satisfied with. Kaden says, Dallas worked out 5 free agents today in OTAs. Jerry says they don't rule out Zeke return and that D-Hop is unlikely to sign with Dallas. Okay. Thank you always, Caitlin, tapping in with the context. I know she stays abreast what's going on with them boys. So shout out to them girls. Like my girl Caitlin and my girl Kelly that says she got to get back to making these coins. Shout out to them girls that love them boys because I know they rock them hats too. My name's BG the Cowboys Unifier. I've been sharing with y'all how to improve your cap game. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in here with me today. Make sure you go to officialamericas.com and join the mailing list so y'all can learn about context with Caitlin and all of my other cool Cowboy cousins over there with Cowboy Cousin Chronicles, and become a Patreon if that's something you might be interested in. If you have questions, you can contact me too as well. We need to keep the lights on over there so that way everybody has access to the site. But we've been talking about how to improve your hat game, and I shared with y'all right over there last November, helmets and hats with BG. So we're moving some product here off of Facebook during the off season. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.